To introduce yourself.
Okay, so my name is Swati Kalamkar. I have 6 years of experience, but that is not in HR. That is in HR domain, not in software testing. I used to work as a IT recruiter there. I was hiring IT candidates only. Then I tried as my background is computer engineering, and then I did my MBA in HR. As my background is in computer engineering, I thought that I can try my luck as a software tester. So I completed manual testing course, and then I'm currently completing automation testing course, Selenium, Java.
Okay, explain what is public. Is it over your introduction?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, explain a public static void main.
Public static void main is this is the main method. Public is a access specifier. Static is a modifier. Void is a return type, and main is the method name. Public is a access specifier. Four types of access specifier: public, private, protected, default / package. Public static. Static is a modifier. Modifier can be of two types: static or non-static. Void is a return type. Return types can be of any type, like void, byte, in, short, long type, double, char, boolean, like this. And main is the method name. This is public static void main. String argument is the main method, which is parameterized. String argument is the parameter.
Okay, explain how Java internally works.
In compilation, and then the next is the interpretation. So Java file, when it passes through the compilation stage, it gets converted into .class file. At the compilation stage, there is a syntax. It checks for syntax and rule, and then it translates to .class file. At compilation state, we get a compile time error. Once we get a .class file, it is called as an intermediate file. .class file when passes through the interpretation stage. Then it checks for at the interpretation stage, we get the runtime error. At interpretation stage, there is JVM, Java Virtual Machine, JIT, Just in Time, JDK, Java Development Kit, and Java Runtime Environment, JRE. These are the four stages present in it. Java Virtual Machine is very important. This is not actually present in the laptop computer. This is virtually present, which is responsible for execution of program from start of the main method. Just in time, JIT is used for converting a .class file into binary file. JDK is Java Development Kit. These are the development library files which are present in the laptop, which are required for running the Java program. And Java Runtime Environment, JRE, is the environment. Is the environment which is required for running the Java program. Then after passing through the interpretation stage, we get the output in the binary file. This binary file output is given as is when passed to OS, we get the output. So that's all.
Okay, 1 minute.
Yeah.
Okay, what is method overloading?
Method overloading means developing multiple methods with the same method name, but a variation in the argument list. Yeah.
Okay.
This arguments can be different of different types, or the sequence of their sequence will be different, or uh, uh, or number of arguments can be different.
Okay. So what are the conditional statements?
Conditional statements are of four types. Conditional means if else, that's one, right? Or less than, greater than. One second. Conditional, if else, if else if, and nested if.
Okay. What are the comparison operators?
Comparison operators are less than, greater than, less than equal to, greater than equal to, not equal to, and equal to.
Okay. What is inheritance? And explain all types of inheritance.
Okay, inheritance is um, inheriting properties, acquiring properties of parent class, acquiring properties from parent class to child class, is called as inheritance. Properties means signature and signature uh, and parameters. There are five types of inheritance. First is a single level inheritance, multiple level inheritance, multi-level inheritance, hierarchical inheritance, and hybrid level inheritance. In single level inheritance, single child acquires properties from single parent. In multi level inheritance, let's say a child acquiring properties from its parent, and parent acquiring properties from his grandparent. In multi level inheritance, there are minimum three levels. In multiple level sorry in multi level in third is a multi level inheritance. In multi level inheritance, sorry multiple inheritance. In multiple inheritance, a single child is acquiring properties from two or more parents. Actual the This type of multiple inheritance is not possible using in Java, using the concept of Java, using the concept of class, because it leads to diamond problem. Then fourth is a hierarchical inheritance. In this, a child is sorry um, multiple multiple childs are acquiring properties from a single parent. Is called hierarchical inheritance. And the final fifth one is hybrid level inheritance. Hybrid level inheritance is a combination of single level inheritance, multi level inheritance, and hierarchical level inheritance.
Okay. What is method overriding?
Method overriding means one second, I know it. One second, I am not able to recall it. One second, I'm tell you. Calling the parent okay, developing different methods with the same name but having different implementation in it is called as method overriding.
Okay. What is super keyword and super calling statement?
um, Super calling statements is for calling used by one constructor to call, by child class constructor to call parent class constructor, to call the implementation of parent class constructor. So this is called super calling statement. And super keyword is used to call uh, parent class uh, parent class method in the concept of method overriding.
Okay. What is a scanner?
Scanner is a class, predefined class in Java, which is used to accept the human input at runtime. There are different methods in it, like next next int is to next int, next long, next byte, next boolean, like this, depending on the input, which the input we want.
Okay. What is difference between global and local variable?
Global variable, a variable is declared inside the class but not outside the method, inside the class. Local variable is declared inside the method. The scope of the the global variable is from starting of the class till the end of the class. The scope of the local variable is from start of the method till the end of the method. Global variable can be used without initializing it. Local variable cannot be used without initialization. Global variables has default values like int 0, boolean false, then then float the 0.0, like that. Local variables does not have default values. Then global variables can be differentiated as static or non-static. Local variables cannot be differentiated as static and non-static.
Okay, what is abstract method and abstract class?
Abstract methods are those methods which does not have any implementation in it. Abstract methods needs to be overridden in the child class. Then the class which has abstract method is called as abstract class. For making the method as abstract, we need to write the word abstract in front of it.
Okay, what is difference between abstract method and concrete method?
Concrete method has implementation in it. Abstract method does not have implementation in it. Concrete method does not need to be overridden in the child class. Abstract method needs to be overridden in the child class. That's
Okay,
it.
what is exceptional handling?
Exception handling, whenever we write any um, when we write a program, and if we think that exception is probably going to come, then we can there is a way to handle it, different ways to handle it. So we usually handle it using try and catch block. So exception handling is used to handle the exceptions which are coming in the program. If the exception is coming, whatever is the exception, we write it in the if the exception is coming, then try block will not execute. We will catch that exception in the catch block, and catch block will execute. If the exception is not coming, then try block will execute. And there is one more thing in this try and catch block. There is a finally block which is kept at the end of catch block. This is optional. If the finally block is present in the exception, no matter what the try block is executing or catch block is executing, finally block definitely execute. And finally block is always at the end of the try and catch block. One try block can have multiple catch blocks, or one try block will definitely have one catch block.
Okay, what is abstraction?
Abstraction is abstraction means hiding the for hiding the implementation. We use the concept of abstraction. For the abstraction, we can achieve we can okay abstraction can be for achieving the abstraction, we use the keyword implements. um, that's it, I recall.
Okay, what is encapsulation?
Encapsulation, okay, one second. Restricting the direct access of restricting the direct access to data member or team member, and giving them indirect access using getter as setter method is called as encapsulation. There is a procedure to do it. The first step in the procedure is to make the whichever data you want to make up, we want to restrict the access, you need to make that private. Then you need to make that method, you need to make that private. In the second step, we have to use the getter method. Using the getter method is public. Using the getter method, you need to accept the new set the get the new data. And the third step is the setter method. Using the setter method is public also. We have to set that method, set the data of that particular variable.
What is polymorphism?
Polymorphism means doing uh, same activity in different ways. The definition is um, um, the how the object behaves based on the uh, object behaving different something at the, by the way, at different stages of the behavior. One second. Object behaving differently at the different stages of the life cycle is called as polymorphism. There are two types of it. One is compile time polymorphism and second is the runtime polymorphism. Compile time polymorphism is um, object behaving different at different stages based on the object, when based on the parameters we pass, is called as compile time polymorphism. And object behaving differently at different stages based on the object we create is called runtime polymorphism. Compile time polymorphism can be achieved using the concept of method overloading, and runtime polymorphism can be achieved using the concept of method overriding.
Okay, what is typecasting?
Typecasting is converting one data type to another data type. Is called as typecasting. There are two types of typecasting: primitive and typecasting, and uh, class typecasting. Under primitive typecasting, first I will tell you the definition of primitive typecasting. Primitive typecasting means converting one data type to another data type. In primitive typecasting, there are two types: narrowing and widening. And in the class typecasting, there are two types: upcasting and downcasting. In narrowing, we convert large data type to smaller data type, and in winding we convert smaller data type to larger data type. In class typecasting, we convert one class to another class. In class typecasting, there are two types of it: upcasting. In upcasting, we convert a smaller subclass to superclass in upcasting, and superclass to subclass in downcasting. Now, in narrowing, narrowing can be done uh, explicitly. Widening has to be done, have widening has to be done implicit and explicit, both ways. In upcasting, up uh, upcasting can be done explicitly and implicitly, and downcasting will be done explicitly only.
Okay, write a program in scanner and share the exception.
Okay.
Open your
Scanner and
exception
share.
share screen.
Yeah. In, can you see?
Yeah, it's opening. Now I can see.
So program in scanner class and
What
come,
happened?
right?
What
Okay.
happened?
1 second.
Yes, program on scanner.
Uh, so you asked me to write. Yeah, I will
Yes.
write a no. I'm not getting actually what is the error.
Okay, can you say the error?
This is saying exception in 19 in this
Yeah.
public static void main.
I'm asking about
What is the
what
error? What
exception
is
we
it
get
going
in
wrong?
scanner.
We get input mismatch exception. So
Okay,
let's say if this is int and we enter boolean,
okay.
then it's much running. I'm not sure what is wrong in it.
Look at the first line, that package thing is wrong. It is written cross. Go to extreme top.
Uh,
No,
package
not
thing.
here in this class.
Okay,
Go up.
sorry.
This one, that first line, that is wrong.
Yeah, does not match the expected package. Okay, this is wrong. Okay.
Mhm.
It should run, I think. Yeah, it's running through 5. Let's say I give 4.2, then it will give input exception. Yeah,
Okay. So can you handle this exception using try and catch?
this is what you asked, right?
Yes. Next is can you handle this
Yes.
exception using try catch?
Yeah, yeah, I will do it. Uh, inside the method only. No, I'm not getting it actually. I'm not recalling it.
Okay, fine.
I just,
Okay, shall I stop the sharing?
uh, I will stop. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, what is the continue keyword?
Continue keyword is the keyword in Java which is used to skip an iteration in a program. A reserved keyword in Java.
Okay. Okay, Swati, thank you. You have answered
Yeah.
most questions very well. Just need some presence of mind, have to avoid some silly errors, which you did in that package thing. Just have more of slight more concentration and more
Yeah.
dedication to avoid such errors
Yes.
because that can cost you interview.
Yes. Yes.
And
Sure.
rest all are
Thank you,
fine.
Vishan. Okay. Thank